Hello and welcome back to Old School and Anna. We are continuing today with what I'm just going to call part 3 of the bread making series. Now, we still have some of the dough that we made the other day, and we made hot rolls out of it. And then the next time we made regular cinnamon rolls. Well, today we're going to make your sticky buns. I have a half a stick of butter in the oven while the oven is preheating. And, well, you'll see why here in a minute. Papa, I need to grab you a 1 cup measuring cup. Oh, there it is.
I got one right here.
The 1 cup? No. For your brown sugar. That one will work perfect for something else, but not for the dry ingredients. This is all at one end or the other. And I can't stand to open this bag with the words upside down.
Oh, it doesn't pour out the same.
I'm just saying, I can't do
Just open the bag.
I am, but I just can't do that. Okay, let me get out from in front of the picture so they can actually see. Oh, hang on. What's that butter doing in there? Y'all don't let me forget that butter again. I think the other day on the spice cake it was shortening, but same difference. I didn't actually forget it. I just didn't remember to get it out right. Maybe just at the very second that I should have.
I try to keep it like in a rectangle. It just makes it easier when you're rolling up the rolls. And I like to get it about somewhere around 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch thick. And I know that doesn't seem like very thick, but these things have to rise before we bake them. And not only that, they will rise while they're baking. So that way, we don't worry about it being quite so thin. So we just roll it out. Just kind of keep going different directions till we get the shape that we like.
Yeah, looks like a pretty perfect shape. Just a little right in there. There you go. Looks pretty even to me. Now, this isn't rocket science. I say that all the time.
I got some butter here that's been sitting out. It's softening. And what we're going to do with this is just get a nice little coat of butter on all of this dough. All the way out to the edges, because that's how far out we want our sugar and cinnamon to be. Because that's part of your roll too.
Well, this whole thing is, there may be actual recipes out there, right, y'all? I don't know. I don't try to misrepresent myself. What I am saying to you is this whole thing is really just a result of actually my aunt and I, when I was a teenager, just experimenting with different ways. Oh, stop. You got the butter melted already. Good grief, we're not ready to bake yet. Of my aunt and I experimenting when I was a teenager with trying to get this to where it just was right. It was right to us, right? So sometimes we got way too much butter. And sometimes we got too much brown sugar. We tried it with honey, and that made it kind of mushy, like our rolls got a little mushy. We tried it putting pecans inside the dough, and that's perfectly fine. You could do that, or walnuts. Those would be good too. We tried it with raisins inside the dough. Y'all, this is how we finally just settled up with this is how we like it. This is how we're going to do it in the future. And this is how I do it every year at Christmas time because the grandkids love it.
Put a nice little coating of sugar on the dough. And the reason we're measuring is just to give you an idea. Of course, I'll probably have to get some more, or I might have a little bit left over, but we don't know until we start sprinkling.
How much did you start with?
This is 1/4 cup just to start with.
Okay.
Just to kind of, get a nice little coating on there. And believe it or not,
I think you're going to be about right.
This is going to be just about right on the sugar.
Yep. I think You guess.
And you know, you can't really just say a quarter of a cup because you don't know how much dough you're working with.
True.
All you're trying to do is cover your dough good. So and now comes the cinnamon.
Go ahead. Well, I really want you guys to have the confidence to make this at home and make this for yourself and possibly for your family, or maybe to take to the neighbors. You know, you do what you want with it. But I want you to feel confident by having at least a starting point for the recipe. I also want to encourage you to make it your own. I'll give you tips and pointers that I've come across through the years when I haven't been as successful as I would have liked to be. And you know, I told you that I don't consider myself as failing. I just consider that it either was successful or I learned from it.
I like to just put it on there till basically you got the whole thing kind of covered.
All right, this is how we roll them up and turn them into cinnamon rolls. Now you can start with either end. You can either start with this back side and roll toward you. And when you cut these rolls off, they'll make rolls about, you know, maybe even about yay big around before they rise. They'll end up about that big around, you know, after they rise. Now, if you want those like gigantic-ish looking rolls that they sell in the, I don't know, the bakeries or the malls or whatever, if you want one that turns out about plate size, you know, if you really want to do that, well, then you'll start at this end and roll towards that direction.
Roll it the long way.
Thank you.
You get more wraps on your dough, which
and it becomes bigger.
Which just makes it a bigger around cinnamon roll.
He's got his rolls ready to cut, but he's not ready to cut them yet. No, because here comes the sticky bun part. I've melted, as I said, about a half a stick of butter in a 9 by 13 size pan. What you want?
We're going to start with a cup of brown sugar.
Now, unlike the shortening that I talked about in the original recipe of the dough, where I said don't pack it down, in the brown sugar, I would suggest go ahead and, you know, kind of pack it down and come up with that. That's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect.
That looks like a lot, but let me tell you.
It's kind of a lot. It may be too much.
You can't get too much.
You can't get too much. Well, let's see how it goes.
We just kind of take this and mix it in with that butter that's on the bottom of the pan there. Okay, right there's about a half a cup.
Yeah, I agree. About a half a cup.
So I'm just going to start pouring it around.
I do believe with everything in me that it's too much in this size pan. We have other pans that are larger. I don't mind getting a bigger pan.
If whatever you think, you're the expert, not me.
Well, I'm no expert. I've just made this mistake before, and I've had it run out all over the stove. I really think, but see, that's the thickness we're after. Okay, that's kind of, as you saw, it was butter, brown sugar, any kind of syrup, just maybe a maple syrup. But I really, really think that we should put this in a larger pan.
All right.
Because I don't want all your good
what you're saying
caramel
is,
stuff to run out all over. I'm liking this one, y'all.
So
y'all know we're just making this up. We are not a professional channel here.
So what I'm going to...
You want to hold and I'll scrape, or vice versa?
So what I'm going to declare is...
You declare something.
I did not get too much syrup in there. You just got too small of a pan to start with.
I absolutely agree. I could not even agree more.
Because it is the right consistency.
Oh, it's perfect.
So...
It's perfect.
It's not a mixing error. It's a sizing error on the pan.
Well, y'all, I want you to have a whole pan full of sticky buns, not just like, you know. Now, would you be willing to estimate a size?
That's a 9 by 13.
Well, what was this other one then? If it wasn't, I told them it was a 9 by 13.
The other one was an 8 by 12.
My goodness. This right here, that's good. I don't think we're going to have it cook out all over the oven. That's what I was wanting. Salvage every bit of the goodie that's fixing to happen. All right, off you go.
We're starting out with these little ones off of the end, so you do what you need to with them.
Okay. Well, you start placing them in there about how you think they ought to go according to whatever size they are. Now, y'all, they will rise before we bake them, and they will rise again while we are baking them. So we just have to keep that in mind. Now we're going to move these guys over.
Okay.
It's okay. Like I said, these guys are really good left over, and you will definitely want to, heat them up a little bit.
You can tighten them up just a little bit. We got 2 little ones left over here.
Yeah. We still don't have way too much syrup.
No, we're not.
That's what we give her trying to measure anything. Good grief, y'all.
Well, we're not used to that, so.
Please be patient and bear with us. We're not used to measuring things. Y'all, these are perfect. They've, in my estimation, without using a ruler, they have doubled in size. You guys kind of recall what they looked like when we very first put them in the pan. They have now, and because we left plenty of space between them. Well, they've now, kind of puffed up, and they're beginning to touch one another. And this oven is set at 350 degrees. We are going to put them in to bake. And when they are done, I'll let you guys know how much time went by until they were finished.
Oh, yeah, those are perfect right there. Woo, fog my glasses up.
Been 25 minutes.
I'm going to reach in and set them out real quick. Close this door.
I want y'all to see this.
You better
You
hurry.
see that
we gotta
caramel?
flip them pretty quick. That caramel will set up and it won't flip out. Oh, I hear them dropping out of the pan.
And you know this because
we have done it before.
Yes, we have. Oh, but boy, oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's hot.
You know it is.
Now then.
You need your welding gloves instead of your barbecuing gloves. Good grief. Y'all, look at that. Do you see that? Do you just see how beautiful? I can't even just get enough of a picture of those things. My word, if y'all could smell this. Okay, Papa, I will absolutely say.
Go ahead. Wait. I want to get it back so I can hear it. Go ahead and say it now.
You want to make sure you get this on camera.
That's
get
right.
it recorded, right?
That's right.
Okay. What do y'all think? Papa was right.
I know y'all heard that.
This amount of the syrup topping that I was afraid was going to be too much before we started, turns out I just don't think it could have been any more perfect. Now, I will say I was right about the size of the pan. Now, that other pan, yeah, I see it starting to cool already.
Okay,
That's good. It's about as good as you're going to be able to get, because it's starting to caramelize, and that just won't hurt anything. I'm just saying, you won't be able to spread it for
I'll
much
get back
longer.
to that later.
Yes, well, he will too. He'll go back and eat that. He is not going to let that go away. Well, how long you want to let those cool before you taste them?
Well, long enough for me to get this glove off and get me a little plate and a fork.
My word. Just look at the caramel sauce on that.
Ooh, look at that, people.
Well, there is a little extra running around. What do you think would be the best thing to do with that extra?
Scoop it up like that and put it right on top of there.
Oh, mercy.
Man.
Okay. Wow. Look how soft and
Mm-mm.
you got the caramel.
That is so good, y'all. Man.
Oh, my word.
You got all this extra
hang on.
caramel.
Don't be eyeballing anymore now.
I just wonder if that other end is going to be as good as this end.
I know now. I think it's good enough. I think we need
All
to just
right.
give it give them a chance to maybe feed somebody else. Well, I just can't quit smiling. Wow. Y'all see that caramel, how it's just set up perfect. These are so, oh my goodness, they smell out of this world. You will be the star of the show if you take these. You can have these ready to bake ahead of time. They could be frozen if you want. Set them into a refrigerator to thaw the night before if they were frozen. In the morning, set them out on the countertop. Let them come to room temperature and rise. You see how big they need to get, or close to. You saw how big they were before we put them in the oven. When you bring these out for Christmas morning brunch, or maybe New Year's Day brunch, or just any normal weekend brunch that you want to fix these for, serve them warm if you can. My goodness, they're delicious. But the most important thing, y'all, is this. Just in case no one has told you today, Nana and Papa love you.